Last of Us.
Oh,
Episode
right.
2 did a hot
uplifting-
launch.
Uplifting show.
It's extremely uplifting. Spoiler alert here,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't started watching the Last of Us series, you should. It is currently on HBO. What's their streaming service now? Go? HBO Go?
HBO Max.
HBO Max or Crave. And I am watching it on Crave, and you are watching it illegally.
No, shh, don't say that out loud. Yeah. I've watched it.
I have
Somehow.
also watched. So I tried to watch it last Sunday after the podcast. It was like, it's airing 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
I'm like, great. I'll go in. I'll watch it then. It's 6 o'clock. Nothing. 6:30. Nothing.
On
Or-
Crave?
Yeah.
It would probably be 9:30 or 10 when it finally showed up.
No, it showed up at 7.
Oh, 7. Weird.
So it showed up an hour after it broadcast because I think they wanted to get it live on HBO broadcast before they put it
But
on
that's
the
like
streaming service.
HBO East Coast,
Yeah.
not HBO West Coast.
And it was on regular Crave. So I'm on my through my service provider Crave,
Mhm.
and it's a little bit different.
Oh, yeah?
On regular Crave, it was right there. I was like, why can't I watch this on my service provided Crave?
Yeah.
Couldn't do it.
So how did you watch it?
I watched it yesterday
Oh.
on my service provided Crave.
Oh, so it's just
Yes,
delayed?
it showed up at 7. Instead of 6.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I watched it on like Tuesday or something like that. I don't remember exactly when. It showed up on my service provider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one thing I got to say about this episode
Uh-huh.
is the set pieces are fantastic. They look like there's a lot of practical.
There is.
There's a lot of practical. And some of the set pieces that are gigantic, they
Yeah.
only spend like 5-10 minutes there.
Yeah.
If that.
Well, like
Like the scene where they're going into the hotel and it's full of water.
Uh-huh.
That's a huge set.
Yeah.
And it's like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy man. They are putting in some dedication to world building and storytelling and keeping it accurate to the game. I don't know.
Yeah, sort of, yeah.
You can speak more to that than I can.
Some of the lines were like straight out of the game.
Yeah.
Basically, some of the shots and everything. Though, okay, first thing with this one, this episode was actually directed by Neil Druckmann. He's the guy that directed the game.
Oh, well,
So I was like, wow, they let him direct an episode 2? That's crazy.
that's
Because
pretty
usually they're just like, no, not a chance. So I understand why they didn't let him do the first episode, because that's the pilot.
Yep.
They want to get the show picked up, so they put someone who is, probably a director who's done lots of pilots.
Yeah.
So they can get it done, in a way that the studios like to see. But I thought he did a good job
for
directing
sure.
it. Everything, there was nothing where I was like, oh, this guy shouldn't be directing. So then again, directing for TV, I've heard, is also kind of like, you don't really direct too much. You just say action and whatever. You
Yeah.
don't sort of give actual movie type directions. Like even when I heard Quentin Tarantino, he directed an episode of CSI once, and they were kind of just like, you just say action and whatever, and they'll act it out. And like, the guy that plays Gil Grissom has done it in 300 episodes, and he's going to do it his way, and that's the way it's going to be.
Yeah.
And so it's a little different than doing a movie, but yeah, the set, was filmed in Calgary. So there's a lot of behind the scenes pictures of them doing their scenes, like when they're walking on the bridge.
Yeah.
And all the, CGI destroyed buildings in the background.
Looks great.
It does look good. But yeah, the set scenes would be like, they just have cars set up with like weeds and shit on them on the bridge, and then when it's done, they just take that away.
Yeah.
Move it on. We finally get to really see the actual clickers and everything in this episode. Like, I don't think we ever really saw anything in the first episode.
No, just exploded ones.
I mean, we saw the like prototype ones that were going on a rampage in the city
Yeah.
at the start, but none of them had like fucking daikon mushrooms growing out of their head or
Yeah, they
anything
had
like
not
that.
been fully mushroomed out.
Yeah. So we get to see them in this one, and they look gross. But
Yeah. Gross and
know.
colorful in mushroom-like sense.
yeah. It was a little video gamey, like a little bit. You can tell it's based on a video game. It's like, oh, we can't go this way. Well, maybe we'll go through the museum instead. I know an alternate route. And I just was like, it's a little video gamey.
It is a little video gamey, but there's also, it kind of makes sense that there might only be a few certain ways through the city due to buildings collapsing and stuff just being generally blocked off.
I don't know if it's just because I know it's based on a video game, but as I'm watching, it's like, we're on the escort mission now. and then there was a bit of a tower defense in this last episode. And the first episode was a fetch quest where they want to go get the battery. It's like, oh my god. So, there was a noble sacrifice in this episode.
Yep, we knew it was coming sometime.
Did we?
Yeah.
Why did we?
Because she's not in the game that often.
I've never made it that far. So
yeah. Well, you have now.
The game's spoiled.
The game is spoiled.
She got nibbled on, so she's gonna let them escape while she blows up.
Divine wind.
Yeah, divine wind. She blows up the.
So yeah, they're escorting Ellie through the city to try and get to the Firefly Blaze so that they can get her out of there.
Yeah.
And then get their battery, get their equipment, and get off to see his brother. So they go through the museum. They try and go through the hotel, which is a really great set piece, but it's all collapsed in the one area they used to go through.
Mm-hmm.
So now they have to take the hard way, the fast but difficult way through the museum.
Yes.
And in the museum, it's all like mushroomed out, but the mushrooms are all dry. We learn that because it's a fungus, it's got roots everywhere.
Sorry, we're there. It's not actually. That's not the museum. The museum was before that. This is like the Capitol building. The museum was where the clickers were. The mushroom men.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's the short route.
Yeah, they go through there and then they get into the Capitol building, which is where she blew it up.
Yeah,
but okay, sorry.
They're talking about when they're in the hotel that it's like the roots of the mushroom go, the fungus go far and wide, so that if you step on roots somewhere, they will know. Yeah, because it's alive elsewhere. So when they go to the museum, it's all mushroomed out in there. There's roots everywhere, but it's all dry. Yeah, like it's all dry and dead. So they feel like it's safe to go in there, and they do go in there. And there's a brief fight with the clickers. Yeah, and they can't see, but they can hear. Yeah, good. So they're all like super quiet going through there. Mm-hmm. And they eventually get through. Yep. Over to the Capitol building. Mm-hmm. Meet the Fireflies. They're all dead. Yes, there was a firefight in there. Yeah, and because someone got a mushroom. Someone got bit. He was turning into a mushroom man. Yeah. And at this point, we find out that what's her face has been Tess has been bitten. Yeah. And mushroomized, and she's going to sacrifice herself so that Ellie can survive. Yeah. And she's kind of like, Joel, like, you got to make sure Ellie survives. Yeah. I've never asked you for anything, you son of a bitch. So make sure she lives. Yeah. She's the only hope. So yes. She's fully drank the Kool-Aid. I mean, she's got bit 2 times, and she's still alive. So she's like the cure, I guess. I don't know. So Joel's like making a tough decision, like, oh, what do I do? And then finally he's like, yeah, okay, let's go. Get out of here, Ellie. Yeah. So there's like a bunch of barrels of fuel there for whatever reason, a bunch of military supplies, which they don't take. No, you don't need those. Don't need the grenades, don't need the extra ammunition or communications equipment or anything. You just knock the barrels over, knock all the grenades on the ground, and no time to loot. No time to loot. There's always time to loot. Yeah. Yeah, they killed the one guy, and he was linked to the mushroom men. So yeah, when he killed him, the mushrooms sent out the mushroom signal to the other mushroom men to come running, and they did come running. Oh, they sure did. Yeah. So there's a really gross scene. Yeah. Where what's her name? Tess. Tess is trying to light the lighter to get the fuel, and it won't light. Yeah. And she's sitting there trying to light it, and then one of the mushroom men who's not quite fully mushroomized notices her. Well, there's different types of mushroom men, so clickers are different. But yeah. These are like the grunt mushroom men. Yeah. He's like, oh, she's looking fine over there. I better give her a mushroom kiss on the mouth. And she just accepts it. Well, I think she was partially mushroomized. So. Yeah. Yeah, he comes over and the fungus is coming out of his mouth, and he like kisses her and gives her the mushrooms in the mouth. It's very gross. Weird. Yeah. And then the lighter finally lights as she's getting the hot mushroom makeout. Yeah. And it drops and blows up. But like, it took her so long. I think a bunch of mushroom men got through. Yeah, it felt like that. That's for sure.
It took way too long for her to do it. So I don't know if that scene is in the game. I'd be interested to see if that was added for the show or the game or whatever. But yeah, it was pretty interesting. Anyways,
yeah.
I enjoyed the episode.
Oh yeah, me too. It was great.
Pedro Pascal's good. Bella Ramsey's good. Anna Torv was good. It was good.
Yes, agreed.
I look forward to the next episode tonight.
Yes.
I'll watch it.
Maybe
tonight.
Maybe?
It's on my totally perfectly legal streaming service.
It totally is.
I'll watch it tonight for sure.
You pay mad bucks for that.
I sure do. I totally did. I legally watched Megan as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Isn't that on Netflix, though?
No. It's in theaters.
Oh, it's in theaters.
But it is now on various
I thought that was a straight to streaming service kind of thing.
No, that's a full theatrical release. That's how you know it's good.
Oh, okay.
Yep. That's how you know it's good.
I have been made aware.
There you go.
And now I will make you guys aware of patreon.com/StreamVoidPod.
Oh my God.
That's the best and only way to support this podcast with your hard-earned dollary dues.
Yes.
For just $1 a month, you can get in there. You can throw that straight at the screen. Careful if you have a loony, because that will probably break your screen.
Yes.
But you get access to all the pre-show content, the post-show content, the in-between show content. Maybe we go on a long bathroom break and we talk about stuff in the bathroom.
I've never done
that content as well.
I've never done that. That's always you.
It is always me. But right now, the latest Patreon exclusive video is on Patreon. You can watch us go out about the town and buy luncheon meat.
Two wild and crazy guys.
We go out, we buy luncheon meat. We go all over the city, and you can see our adventures doing that. And then next week, Saturday, we will be doing the Patreon exclusive live broadcast of us cracking open all that potted meat and taste testing it all.
Oh my God.
Giving you guys the full review. Maybe we'll do like a tier list of
we got to rank them for sure.
The things for sure.
We got to rank them for sure.
Rank
them on moistness as well as like flavor and saltiness
and appearance.
Yeah, texture, mouthfeel.
Yeah. High grade mouthfeel on this one.
Exactly.
So make sure you are on the Patreon if you want to watch this exclusive broadcast.
Yes.
Just $1 a month.
Yes.
That's all it costs.
Do it.
Do it.
Thank you.